Well, good morning. It's been a while. I've been doing some live videos, but I'm not getting any responses to anybody being there. So I get a lot of responses from these, so I'm going to continue to do these, and then you can tune in tonight at 7 o'clock to see my live video. I don't know if what I'll have to say or how long I'll be on, but that's the nature of what I do. I'm just such an alarming situation going on with this, with what Trump does. I found out a new name. Apparently, Musk's right-hand man is this guy called Steve Davis, who's the one that Musk orders around to do all this crap. Because his biggest claim to fame is he's a game player. Supposedly he has a mind that if it was put to proper use could turn things around a little bit. But that's not what Musk and Trump want. They don't want things to go good. We're now dismantling the board of the educational department. Privatized schools, you'll have to pay to go to them, and it's not going to be tax dollars used, so you're going to pay a lot of money to get an education. He doesn't want a minimal education. He wants only the rich to be educated. Rich, well-to-do, above average income people to become educated. Now, that's similar to what Russia did, or still does. I don't know if they still do it or not. But Russia did it with, you took an aptitude test when you were very, very, very young, and if you had an aptitude for engineering, you became an engineer, and no matter what else you wanted to do, you weren't allowed to do it. You had to be an engineer. And I'm not so sure how that worked out for them over the years, But it seems to be what he wants to do. He wants to control your ability to learn, which is, I think, detrimental over a period of time. It might seem like the right thing to do now, but when you turn around and you find out that you have a gifted child, but he comes from the wrong neighborhood and can't go to school because he can't afford to go to school. I don't know how that's going to work out, I guess he signs a slave contract that he'll work for whoever for the rest of his life. What was that? Back in the 1800s, the 1700s, I guess. What did they call that? I forget what they call that. Where you were an indentured slave, something like that. Yeah, that's what they want. Steve Davis apparently was a very brilliant mind, and now he even slept in the Doge office or Twitter or one of those places with his newborn baby because he was so afraid things would get out of control. I don't know. I just think he's a moron, and he's just another slave to Trump and Musk, It's a shame. There was another article this morning, and it said that, I don't know whether it was Nvidia or, I don't know whether I pronounced that right, but the chip maker that says that AI is beginning to think more like a human now. And I sat there and I thought about that for a while. And I said, I have serious doubts about artificial intelligence's ability to think in terms of empathy or gray areas. They think primarily black and white, true or false. There's no ifs, ands, or buts in AI thinking. But this one bothers me because I started to think, what happens if AI starts to think like Trump and Musk? Human race is done for, Look, I'm 79 years old. I don't think I'm going to be around much longer. My health is deteriorating rapidly, I think. Um, but here I am, and I'm still trying to get you to listen to me. I'm not a Cohen or a Nato or anybody else like that. I'm just a guy. I'm probably less educated than most of the people that are reading it, that are watching this. My education comes from reading books and watching stuff like this. You know, I've in the 20 years I've been down here, I've read over 800 books. And right now I'm on a reading spree, but they're not technical manuals and stuff like that. I read every book about Sherlock Holmes I could ever find. I read every book on Tarzan. That got to be so boring, reading all Edgar Rice Burroughs Tarzan stories. Wow, they got so redundant after a while. People don't look at them as redundant. They look at them as really good stories and continuing stories. But when the storyline is basically the same, Jane gets in trouble, Tarzan rescues Jane, they go on. That gets to be a hassle because it becomes predictable. And a lot of writing today, most writing today is predictable. That's nonfiction, fiction, whatever you want to call it. But I stopped writing because I found out I was predictable. And I didn't know a way to break out of that mold, But listen, there's some really good people out there trying to do some really good stuff, and I'm trying to do my little bit. There's Rachel Maddow. I think I forget where she's from. Doesn't say here where she's from. And then there's the people at Occupy Democrats. But here's a story about Occupy Democrats. And Rachel Maddow I like listening to. She's probably going to get herself in trouble someday, but I like listening to her. What is it? Radio Free America is no longer around, so I guess we're going to have to start listening to stuff from Europe. Like we did back in or stuff that's outside the 12-mile limit or 3-mile limit, whatever it is. I think it's 12-mile limit for us. When they did rock and roll from yachts and whatnot off the coast, because they wouldn't allow them in the areas where they wanted to be, so they be off the coast. That was who used to, Wolfman Jack started out that way, I think. Yeah, a lot of people started out that way. We're going to have something like that again. I don't know how much of my stuff gets out anymore. I try to put up I put up a Bob Marley song almost every day on my Facebook page and Blogger page and Tumblr page, and I find out that Facebook starts blocking it, and I don't know why. So I go put up a different one, and it's up fine. So somebody's screwing with me, and that's fine, so long as I don't find out who it is, it'll be okay. But you guys should stop, find out where this guy Steve Davis is at, and start banging on his door and let him know he's screwing with the wrong people. You watch, people are so upset with they're damaging Teslas. Tesla is fine. You want to go after Tesla, but the big money that he's making right now isn't so much from Teslas as it is SpaceX. That's why he's not, working at Tesla. It's why he's just hanging out. And sorry about that. But SpaceX is what you want to. But I don't think you can go after that without hurting innocent people. You know what I mean? Tesla, you're just destroying a piece of equipment. I mean, you try to destroy a spaceship, they're going to shoot your ass. No doubt about it. So I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know how you would go out after SpaceX. I guess somehow or another cut off its money supply. But I don't know how you do that either. Or support Bezos's space exploration deal instead of Musk's. I don't know how you do that either. I'm not politically savvy enough to do that. I don't know. I don't think that's politics. I think that's hacking and other things. And I don't want innocent people to get hurt, I mean, these people came back the other day, the astronauts that were up there for a couple of months, and they were thanking Tesla and all that. Not Tesla, Musk, I'm sorry. And I said, that's okay. But Musk didn't do anything. It took, Musk was supposed to have gone up sooner than he did, but he couldn't get around to it because he had he had other ships that blow up over the ocean, before they could get there. I'm just glad they're back safely, I'm not so sure exactly what the International Space Station does, but it's cool. You look at all the things that are going on, and now you have to appear in person if you want to do something at Social Security. Now, my nearest office is Santo Domingo, and I don't think that's going to be open much longer. So I don't know. I think I have to go to the U.S., which is, I have a $500 question that's going to cost me $2,000 to straighten out. That doesn't seem exactly fair now, does it? I have some things I have to take care of this week with that, and a couple other things. And we'll see what happens. None of what I'm doing right now is for me, because I'm not, like I said, I probably got 3 or 4 years left, and if I'm lucky, I could have 3 or 4 days left. I don't know. But I mean, once you reach my age, your time is limited. You don't have an infinite amount of time left. You say you do something in a year or two, that's no, you don't. You do it now, or you just don't do it. That's just the way it is. And so I'm working more towards protecting my family than I am about anything else. That's my biggest concern. While I still have a brain that still functions somewhat normally, I'm going to keep doing that. But you never know. Anyhow, listen, I'm not sure I'm going to be on tonight, but if you go around and you check your YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, if I'm on at all, I'm on at 7 o'clock at night. Mostly Thursdays, but you never know. You just never know about me. But you're going to start seeing these videos again every day, because I just can't see not doing these, because at least some people, sometimes 30 or 40 people a day see these, to watch these for me. So I'm glad that's going on. All right, listen, I'm going to take off and take care of some personal stuff, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.